Alright everyone, so it's been quite some time since I've updated any of my decks, and this is the first time I've been recording at my new home. So let's dive right in and show you the updated Blue Eyes White Dragon deck. As always, we are running 3 Blue Eyes White Dragons. There will be new cards obviously in this build compared to my previous one, so when we get to those cards I will read off and explain what those cards do. However, for the rest of them, I will link my previous video in the description as well as somewhere on the video in case you want me to read off what they do. Then we have 2 Blue Eyes Alternative White Dragons. If you have an eagle eye, you should be able to easily see that these are 2 different rarities. I do have a rarity bump coming up for this, as well as a couple other cards that have yet to arrive. 1 Blue Eyes Jet Dragon, 1 Chaos Dragon Levianeer. Cannot be normal summoned or set, must first be special summoned from your hand by banishing 3 light and or dark monsters from your GY. When summoned this way, you can activate this effect, apply the following effect based on the attributes of the monsters banished for the special summon. Also, this card cannot attack for the rest of this turn. If you banished only light, special summon 1 monster from your GY in defense position. Only dark, shuffle 1 random card from your opponent's hand into the deck, both light and dark. Destroy up to 2 cards on the field. You can only use this effect of Chaos Dragon Levianeer once per turn. 1. The Iris Sword Soul. During the main phase, if a monster whose effects are negated is on the field, quick effect, you can special summon this card from your hand. If your opponent special summons a monster or monsters except during the damage step, you can activate one of these effects based on where it was special summoned from. From the hand, special summon 1 monster from your hand. From the deck, draw 2 cards. Extra deck, destroy 1 of those monsters special summoned from the extra deck. You can only use each effect of the Iris Sword Soul once per turn. Now, in order to actually get that off as a guarantee, we are running, as you'll see later, 3 Effect Veilers. 1 Blue Eyes Abyss Dragon. If this card is special summoned, you can add 1 ritual spell or 1 polymerization from your deck to your hand. During your end phase, you can add 1 level 8 or higher dragon monster from your deck to your hand. You can banish this card from your GY. All level 8 or higher monsters you control gain 1000 attack. You can only use each effect of Blue Eyes Abyss Dragon once per turn and can only activate them while Blue Eyes White Dragon is on your field or in your GY. 1 Dragon Spirit of White. 3 Dictator of D. 3 The White Stone of Ancients. 1 Jet Synchron, 1 the White Stone of Legend, 3 Sage with Eyes of Blue, and finally for the monsters, 3 Effect Veiler. Again, the reason why we're using Effect Veiler is to help get Iris Sword Soul out. Then we have 3 Return of the Dragon Lords. Target 1 level 7 or 8 Dragon type monster in your graveyard. Special summon it. If a Dragon type monster or monsters you control would be destroyed by battle or card effect, you can banish this card from your graveyard instead. 1 Polymerization. Fusion summon 1 fusion monster from your extra deck using monsters from your hand or field as fusion materials. 1 Cards of Consonance. Discard 1 Dragon Tuner with 1000 or less attack, draw 2 cards. 3 Dragon Shrine. 2 The Melody of Awakening Dragon. 1 Monster Reborn. 1 Called by the Grave. 1 Ultimate Fusion. 1 Piercing the Darkness. If you normal or special summon a non-token normal monsters, except during the damage step, you can draw 1 card. When an attack is declared involving an opponent's monster and a monster you control that is a level 5 or higher normal monster, or was ritual summoned using a normal monster, or was fusion, synchro, or XYZ summoned using a normal monster as material, you can make that monster you control gain attack equal to that opponent's monster's attack until the end of this turn. You can only use each effect of Piercing the Darkness once per turn. And as we got the Blue Eyes, mine as well, because I mean we can sync them, fuse them, link them, XYZ summon. It don't matter because Blue Eyes is awesome. 1 The Ultimate Creature of Destruction. Target 1 Blue Eyes monster you control this turn. That face-up monster is unaffected by card effects except its own. It cannot be destroyed by battle. Also, any opponent's monster it battles is destroyed at the end of the damage step. While this card is in your GY, if you normal or special summon a Blue Eyes White Dragon, you can set this card but banish it when it leaves the field. You can only use this effect of the Ultimate Creature of Destruction once per turn. And for the final card, 1 True Light. And now on to the extra deck. We have 1 Blue Eyes Alternative Ultimate Dragon. Your opponent cannot target or destroy this card with card effects. Once per turn, you can target 1 card your opponent controls and destroy it. If this card was fusion summoned using a monster whose original name is Blue Eyes Alternative White Dragon as material, you can target up to 3 cards your opponent controls instead. This card cannot attack the turn this effect is activated. Now this is the card that I feel is the true spice and one that not many Blue Eyes decks are using, if any. Guardian Chimera. All it takes is 3 monsters with different names. Must first be fusion summoned using only fusion materials from your hand and field, with at least 1 monster from each. If this card is fusion summoned by a spell card or effect, you can draw cards equal to the number of cards used as material from the hand, and if you do, destroy cards your opponent controls equal to the number of cards used as material from the field. You can only use this effect of Guardian Chimera once per turn. While polymerization is in your GY, your opponent cannot target this card with card effects. Then we have 1 Blue Eyes Twin Burst Dragon. Obviously just 2 Blue Eyes White Dragons. Must either be fusion summoned or special summoned by sending the above monsters you control to the graveyard, in which case you do not use polymerization, and cannot be special summoned by other ways. Cannot be destroyed by battle. This card can make up to 2 attacks on monsters during each battle phase. At the end of the damage step, when this card attacks an opponent's monster, but the opponent's monster was not destroyed by battle, you can banish that opponent's monster. That's actually come up a couple times playing against the nephew, as he does have, Raw and Obelisk and occasionally gets them out. So, And of course, we still got 1 Blue Eyes Tyrant Dragon, 1 Blue Eyes Spirit Dragon, 1 Azure Eyes Silver Dragon. Doesn't come out too often, but does come out still. 1 Baron de Flora, 1 Virtual World Kyubi Shenshen, 1 number 38 Hope Harbinger Dragon Titanic Galaxy, 1 number 62 Galaxy Eyes Prime Photon Dragon, 1 number 92 Heart Earth Dragon, 1 number 97 Dreglubian, 1 number 100 Numeron Dragon, 1 Link Karibo, and finally 1 Relinquished Anima. Alright, so that's the updated version of my Blue Eyes White Dragon deck. I pulled out from the extra deck Formula Synchron because I realized after making the last version, I don't remember if I actually had cards and I could actually make it, because all my level 1s are tuners and you need 1 tuner, 1 non-tuner. So I was like, oh shoot, no one caught that on the last video, so woo! Anyways guys, I'll be posting this up soon, and hopefully you'll get to see me use it against a fellow content creator. And I'll post his link in the description or pinned to the comment below. Alright guys, hope you enjoyed this, and if you ever want to see test hands or anything, do feel free to let me know in the comments below and I'll start recording some of those. And have a great weekend.
2 weeks later.